Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Borderlands 2. So we did we did as much as I was willing to do of the Tiny Tina's experience. There's little requests that's been undiscovered. There's several of these quests where, even though they say level 35, I'd really need some help. Just because I need somebody to revive me when I take damage. This game really can't be solo played in some of these missions. This undiscovered one is level 35 too, so I probably could do it depending if I had found it. But now the last bit of DLC that we're doing out of order will be the Mr. Torg's related to Mr. Torg DLC, which is related to racing cars. We have 101 iridium, so hopefully throughout the process of the next expansion I'll get up to 150. Or if I can just manage to stop dying so much, if I can get up to $3 million, then I can gamble all of that money. So we have 20 golden keys left, and we're at level 42. So we're gonna just pick up everything and open up 10 keys, and then that will leave us 10 keys at the end of the DLC. And you know, I probably would never play this a second time through. Since it really is the second time through, at least for the main game that I've played this. So there's a great example. I used a golden key. I didn't even get two things I could use. Both of those were class mods for different classes. Here we have a Jacob's revolver that would be no use to me. Or we have this, which is better, so I'll go ahead and equip that. So theoretically, assuming that Borderlands is not to the point where they really just want to focus on Borderlands 2 VR on the PlayStation VR, or focus on the focus on Borderlands 3 whenever that comes out. Like, they'll still hand out some golden keys. Some of these golden keys, I assume I will get something for. Fire rate 1.1. The fire rate's not much slower than here. This is just a improved Tidoro by quite a lot, so that should be a better grenade. Yeah, we can just fire this real quick. It's a little slower, but not too bad. For the extra damage and the extra bullet, that's worth it. So theoretically, over the course of a year or two, I could have I could collect more of these golden keys and be back up to 50. It doesn't, I guess, really matter too much, and frankly I would want to be at max level to use any more golden keys anyways, because that's when you're gonna start getting the really best of the best stuff. But you still really won't get the best of the best stuff, because the way this bazillions of guns, random gun engine modifier stuff happens is, unless you go in there and hack a gun to a stat that is actually realistic, like it might drop, you're never really gonna get what you want. Well, there is no perfect gun that would ever drop. Okay, so now let's compare this. Like, we could swap this back and Yeah, it's the slow to fire that one too. So they're both slow, it's just one feels slightly slower because it is slightly slower. Alright, are there any other rocket launchers that we picked up? I don't think so. And this one can just be sold immediately. Now shotguns. Let's see. A much slower fire rate, but it does slag damage, but it does a little bit more damage with a little bit more accuracy and lower reload speed. Extra large sportsman. And the Hyperion sustained fire improves accuracy is not really a factor. Probably does play some role, but it's not something that I'm specifically looking for. This one consumes 4 ammo per shot. And just see. It does a lot more damage with a lot less accuracy, so that one's no good. This one is a Jacob's gun. I'm not going to play with a Jacob's gun ever. That's just not going to happen. It would kill my fingers. Alright. So we have this repeater. Now let's compare it to other repeaters. This one's in no way better. This one would be a higher fire rate, higher accuracy, and higher damage by 2,000. But it's a Jacob's gun, so no. And like, it can have whatever fire rate it wants, really. That's just a limiter on how fast you pull the trigger yourself. So that wouldn't work. I may need to come in here and sell some things just to keep this nice and clean. Alright. So burst fire when zoomed. Slags consumes 2 ammo per shot. Doesn't seem like it does enough damage to justify using this one. I think we can find something better. This one's a Jacob, so no. Yeah, the fact that Jacobs alone are just immediately eliminated from selection is ridiculous. This one works. Yeah, this one is better in almost every way. Let's see, this one would fire a little slower to do a little bit more damage and a little bit more accuracy. I don't think so. This one would do electrical damage. I don't think so. This one has a little bit more bullets for a lot less damage. Alright, so let's come over here and sell a bunch of things.
What can I get for you?
And where are we now? I also decided to get rid of the SMG because I looked at all the challenges and I don't think there really is anything left as far as challenges to do. There's still a lot of challenges, definitely, but it's kind of changed. Alright, so crow damage would do 1,000 per second. So it would have to do almost 5 seconds of damage to be better than just taking a straight default Jacobs sniper rifle. Let's actually try this. We'll just equip this. Yeah, this is a Jacobs. It's odd that it didn't get labeled as a Jacobs. Where that would be a consideration. Okay. And then this SMG compared to this SMG. Yeah, the one I have isn't in. This one is no way better than that. And then this shotgun versus that shotgun. Let's see, a little less a little more accuracy for a little more damage and a slower fire rate. Yeah, I imagine if we were to equip this shotgun, where is it? Here. That's just way too slow. Like, I just don't want a slow shotgun. So that leaves us with 2. Incendiary resistance versus explosive resistance. It's an idea. I might have held on to that, but I really don't need it. Here was the 2 class mods we got that I guess are worth 32,000 for 1 golden key. And then let's see, shield. Let's equip our good shield and our good grenade mod, and that way we can compare fairly. We have one here that is a transfusion grenade. I'm still trying to work on that challenging one. That is an area of influence grenade. This shield will be 19,000 with a higher recharge rate and, well, lower recharge rate, booster damage. This is an amp shield. I don't think we need a booster shield. And then amp damage compared to amp damage. It's a slower recharge rate and a slower recharge delay to do a lot more capacity, and I think recharge rate is probably more helpful than capacity is. And then this one, back to transfusion.
Buy from me if you want to live.
And then that leaves us with 5 things in our backpack. Let's see. Good shotgun. Decent rocket launcher. A good repeater. A slightly slow gun that seems like it speeds up. Yeah, if you just hold it down, it does speed up. Okay. Alright. So we're now 15 minutes into this and we've got to figure out where this is. The problem here is I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. But I think we're fine because there's like no DLC that I think we've done otherwise. And let's see. These are DLC up here at the top. Which of these wouldn't be DLC then? I'm thinking maybe Marcus's machinery shop, mercenary shop, and Gluttony Gulch. So let's just go down here and see if this starts some DLC. And it'll be interesting to see if this turns into a, this is new.
Welcome to the Tour Corporation's Hunger for Violence Extravaganza! Tonight, we're gonna watch the Vault Hunter take on the ravenous Waddle Gobbler!
Give admission to the show. So interesting. It's kind of odd that I didn't do this before, and it's kind of interesting that there wasn't like a cutscene to start off here. Let's see. You give a ticket, apparently. Apparently I already have a ticket? Where'd I get it? Where'd I give it the ticket? Is this, am I the Vault Hunter in this case, or is somebody else the Vault Hunter? I'm kind of low on bullets here, but I'm gonna just hold on to it, because I'm trying to hold on to money as much as possible. So unless I see something like a skin or something, then I'm gonna leave things as they are. What is the quest level we're at? 21? We're gonna just breeze through this yet again. And I guess we're coming back in this area. What is this? Mama's something sausage? Cranberry sausage? Sauce? And see, we ran into Mr. Torg in the Tiny Tina's DLC, and we hadn't even met him before. So that's it's really sucky how they give you these DLC elements and they don't give you any guidance on how to play them or what order. They're not anywhere listed as like, hey, this is DLC, this is part 1 of 5.
I'm interviewing the only Torg contestant to survive a showdown with the Gobbler. Question time! How are you doing? What's your favorite color? Did you ever see that one movie about the dog who played basketball? When did you have your first kiss? Did you ever see the sequel to the dog basketball movie where the dog went to space? And if so, which of the two do you prefer?
Is this supposed to be somebody we know?
Awesome! Another question. How do you feel about my facial hair?
There's Grandma Flexington.
Thank you! How do you feel about the Vault Hunter's chances against the ravenous Waddle Goblin? Will they win? Will they die? You're nuts! You don't sound confident! Further questions! Who is the most attractive person on Pandora?
I'm surprised there's so much variety in the outfits, at least. I mean, the faces are the exact same people. And we haven't seen like psychos in a long time.
Body politics is lacking at best. Oh, looks like we're out of time. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
Well, it seems like he exploded when I jumped up here. I'm not sure if I triggered that or if that was just always going to happen at that point. We're going to talk to Mr. Torg. He's got like bolts on his... I guess they're not in his arm. I thought for a second they might actually be in his arm.
Hey! Get over here so I can whisper some things to you in secret! Real talk. The Gobbler fight is rigged. The Torg board of directors made the Gobbler unbeatable, so it eat all the contestants and get us a bunch of hits on the EchoNet. But I don't want you to die, because you're cool, and oh crap, I'm not whispering anymore, my bad! You gotta get into the kitchen, kill everybody, and poison the Gobbler's food. Once the poison takes effect, you can kill him. Also, I want him dead so I can eat him! He looks delicious!
Interesting. How much money is that gonna be? Not a lot. Imagine I don't get any real interesting guns. It's kind of cool that they've created this new thing, an oven, But you can definitely see the parallel development that was happening. The fact that these ovens don't appear in later DLC just goes to show that that content was not getting shared across development.
Did you hear they might release a new Bunkers and Badasses update? I'm super stoked!
Well, he is referencing Bunkers and Badasses, but I'm not sure.
And we're back! The Vault Hunter's in the kitchen, but today there's a new item on the menu. Murder! Vault Hunter, kill the chefs!
Alright. So level 1 fry cook is going to be super easy to kill, so I'm just going to try to get my transfusion grenades up and done. Like, this is just going to be super easy. So the best thing I can do is try to run around, throw grenades, try to hit barrels. That was a challenge I haven't finished. Yeah, the odds of me even getting enough money seems pretty low.
Anton Smith here, president of the Torg Corporation. You do well to ignore Torg's instructions if you wish to stay alive. With the chefs dead, we can prepare our own meal for the gobbler. Get to the freezer.
Well, there goes 100,000. I did relaunch the game, so everything's running relatively smooth. $114,000 lost because I thought there was a secret down there, and I guess there wasn't. I guess this is the oven. And no cameras, I guess. Need to get some skag meat at some point. And poison some people.
Damn, that door's locked. Let me activate my remote lockpicking program.
The sweet songs of Saucy don't fulfill my days. I made finger pizza just for you.
I also have the spike shield enabled right now, so these guys will just, I'm sure, die when they attack me. Yeah, it's gonna be sort of unfortunate. Just continuously shoot these. I imagine they'll constantly respawn. What is this? Some kind of crystal? Apparently I'm gonna have to collect some kind of crystals at some point.
A fantastic day for capitalism.
Iridium, nice. So I think we've been everywhere. And I'll just keep on doing it.
Do not allow contestants in the meat locker. Leave at once. We gotta choose some meat for the gobbler's meal. Tug on the tastiest looking scat corpses. This is totally gonna get me fired, and I don't care!
I kinda like the way this is going. as far as the story, introducing another character. Man, I had to get really close to that for it to activate. Do we really need another character like Mr. Torg? Maybe, maybe not. He might replace some of the aspects of he might replace some of the elements of Scooter. In a weird way, it's like the writers of this game are taking Scooter as a character, splitting his eccentricities of a fully fleshed out character that's recognizable into exaggerations of specific characteristics. Still just running around though. This is potentially going to be like 2 hours. I really do think we could run into a like 2 hour bit of experience here, because even if they try to throw a boss at me, it's gonna be nothing. Although this is weird, I thought this was going to be built around racing, and I'm not getting that racing feeling. Which I'm okay with that as an idea, because I don't particularly enjoy the driving mechanics in this game enough for it to be something that's important. Like if they take all the driving out of Borderlands 3, I'm fine with that. And we're certainly not getting much of a challenge here with any of these characters, these butchers and chefs and such.
My mouth is watering.
Interesting face. Of course, with the vampire grenades, I'm killing things without even being particularly near them. It's gonna be pretty easy to miss things this way. Cult of the Vault symbols and such. Because we're just not gonna spend a lot of time anywhere. See, both of these seem to want to take me here, which seems to want to drop me out into the blades. And I don't think there's anything specific that elsewise you could do with them. Like, it knows I want to shoot it. Alright.
I don't know what you're planning, but I don't like it. Tributes, get the Vault Hunter out of my kitchen.
So we have like William in tribute to Warm Water and Glasspool tribute to Warm Water. So this was the pirate DLC that they're making a tribute to.
Hot diggity! Those dudes didn't stand a chance. You almost feel bad for them, but then you start laughing because you were technically acting in self-defense, so screw them! Violence doesn't solve anything except for all the things it does.
Never has a truer statement been said. Violence doesn't solve anything except for all the things it does. Just a lot of loot opening going on. That's pretty much all we're gonna do. I like the fact that this thing just keeps respawning, although it seems like maybe it's run out of money that it's willing to give me. Because that means there were a lot of points in other DLCs where you just didn't have anything going on. Here I can just constantly shoot things.
Get to the kitchen.
Even if it's nothing.
As president, I demand to know why the hell the Vault Hunter is running around backstage. Just trying to mix things up. Your job is not to mix things up. Your job is to flex your muscles and do air guitar solos, idiot. Words can hurt.
Alright. We're back to the old loot boxes. No more mimics. Honestly, it would have been nice if mimics started being a thing in the game. You couldn't really call them mimics. You'd have to just have skags or something. Some kind of Dr. Ned or Dr. Zed. Like modification of skags or something to look like chests. Now there's seems to be a thing back here.
Let's get a grindin'.
Okay.
Grinder.
I'm just grinding it into a bunch of meat.
Delicious. We're nearly done preparing the gobbler's meal. With the meat prepared, we only need one more ingredient. Deadly poison. Head to the stabber jabber nests.
Let's see. Alright, how do I get to where I want to go? It seems like we're going that way at some point. Let's see.
I ran out of explosives, so I'm actually going to open this door remotely without blowing it up. Psych!
So, exploding loading docks.
Idiot, yes? Tor created his explosive gun tech, then sold it to us for $12 and a high five. We kept him on purely for PR reasons. But you both outlived your usefulness. Tribute, kill.
So this is cool because we're meeting a gun designer, which, like, I've used Tor guns almost certainly. What do we have? Axel, tribute of opportunity. Rose, tribute of opportunity. And they're just shooting me and taking damage. These guys are like pushovers. Where are you? Rose.
Looks like I got a promotion coming!
So this is like more of a musical themed tribute to all the events that have happened in the game, and thus the musical names.
When God closes a door, I blow it the up.
I'm really grooving on Torg's philosophy of life.
Make sure to get a slag weapon on the way.
Alright, do I have a slag weapon? We just changed all of our weapons, so I'm not sure. I do have something. Corrosive, explosive, explosive, corrosive, fire, fire, fire. Then a whole bunch of just incredibly cheap guns. Look at that, $200. Oh, that is not acceptable. These are low level guns. I really won't have to look at any of the items I pick up at all. They just won't be good enough. So I guess I'm gonna have to buy a slag weapon if that's really part of the challenge.
Smack the jabber nest to wake him up.
Okay. This is nice. How far can I go before I get the warning signs? Or am I not gonna even get a warning sign? There we go. So you can go this far. Looks like we might have to do something over there. So there we go.
Alright, now slag the jabber.
7 experience for that. I'll throw some more of this. Hey, let's smack it some more and see if we can get some more.
You gotta slag the jabbers before you kill them.
Alright.
Stash the slag gun for you nearby.
Oh, so he's even gonna be generous enough to have a way to help me out there.
Don't forget to slag them before you back them. Rhyme scheme. Don't forget to slag them before you back them. Rhyme scheme.
Alright, so we gotta find.
Kill it before the slag wears off.
Alright.
Tannis told me a single slag jabber gland would be enough to kill a monster the size of a planet. So get a few more. Nearly done. I can almost taste the gobbler now.
This gun has no bullets.
Woo! You got all the glands. Now pop them into the gobbler's dinner and you'll be ready to fight them. Why do you insist on being a moron, Torg? This is why you lost a controlling share of your own company. I knew I should have killed you when I had the chance.
Get some iridium. Oh, let's throw a grenade. Just see what this guys have to do.
Lock and load.
See, at the very least, these guns
I
that are
always find guns you-
handing me are slightly better than what we were using. Let's go ahead and mark that as something. We'll hold on to this just in case we need a slag thing, but I don't think we will.
You can never be too well armed.
Yeah, and the odds are not high at this rate that I'll be able to
A grenade.
I'll be able to get to 3 million by the time this DLC is done. I think this is going to be a pretty short experience. I'm not sure what these are really supposed to be. Seem like there's some kind of new technology being introduced. It doesn't seem like I can really get up here. So back we go. I'm not sure this was the gun I had before. Yeah, it was. Did we get everything here? I think we did. And if there was a challenge around killing these cameras, I would have done some progress towards that already. It would have told me. Alright. Let's see.
Now add the poison glands to the marination vat.
Where's the marination vat? Here it is.
Hit that button to marinate the out of that meal.
Button, who's got the button? It says it's... Oh, here it is.
The meal's almost ready. Let's get cooking. Start the conveyor of cookery.
So in it goes. And turn on the oven. So why'd I die if the oven wasn't on?
You've gone off script one too many times, Torg. Today's meal is canceled. Chefs, shut down that oven. We can't stop now. Protect the oven. I swear by my abdominal muscles, I will eat the ravenous waddle goblin.
Just throw a ridiculous amount of grenades everywhere.
By the pricking of my buns, something hungry this way comes.
So that was all my grenades.
Don't let those food stops destroy our culinary masterpiece. They shut down the oven. Our food is getting cold.
It won't last 2 minutes.
So that
Don't let the
feels
chef
like
near
they
the oven,
cheated
or they'll switch it off.
to turn it off at least once.
Don't let the chefs near the oven, or they'll switch it
And
off.
took a while to...
Oh, you gotta start the oven back up.
I'm getting like 2 XP. I'm nice. I guess that's kind of nice. It's better than nothing.
Food's done. Go get it.
Alright. But yeah, we are going to definitely have an embarrassingly easy fight. That's what this is going to break down to. It's just going to be stupid easy against something. This game really needed to balance all of its DLC a lot better. It's possible that there are some dead bodies somewhere around here that drop things because of the transfusion grenades.
My taste buds are aflame with the power of 1,000 nuclear bombs. My mouth is watering so much you could drown a small village in my cheeks. The taste apocalypse is upon us.
I can't jump on it. I was thinking I was gonna have to ride that up to the top. 2. Take the elevators?
If you kill that gobbler, Torg, it'll be your last meal. The board of directors and I can guarantee that.
High quality, low prices, and no questions asked.
Let's see, what do we
Overburdened by money.
want, or what do we actually need?
Into the receptacle below. Your
I don't think we really need anything.
If you don't spend it.
So, my guess is any of these elevators go in the same place, and there's just 4 of them so that each player could come in here and not be crammed
why
in.
we made the gobbler invincible, Torg? So you could kill him. After dozens of failed attempts by other contestants, you were supposed to finally kill it on camera while wielding our most expensive guns. You would have looked like a hero. Why be a hero when you can eat one? You are the dumbest person in the world. I paid several other contestants to kill you if the gobbler can't, Vault Hunter. You and Torg will pay for your idiocy. Here comes the ravenous Waddle Gobbler! We've replaced this creature's normal food with poison! Let's see if he notices! He took the bait! Now just don't die until the poison
Actually
takes effect.
invincible. So he's like a
Waddle Gobbler!
play tribute of the Sun Shelf. Strip of tribute of the Sun Shelf. Mortis of the Sawtooth Cauldron.
Oh, you idiotic mercs! Don't shoot the gobbler! Shoot the Vault Hunter! The poison's working! It's working!
Ooh.
Gobbler is killable!
He just shot me like really far back. See, I don't know if this really came out around like United States Thanksgiving.
This is your last chance to
Water
pull
goblet.
this off, or you're out of the company. Whatever, I'll just work for Moxie and blow things up. Pro boner.
So yeah, let's just throw some of these and start killing these people. We've got a walls here that still feels like it can shoot and knock me easily all the way off the edges. So like the Halloween event, this feels like this is a pretty short one. Even if we weren't like struggling, let's see. Like I don't even know what did the damage to this guy. Seems like there's a decent amount of people running around still. Kill. Yeah, it's gonna constantly respawn things. So yeah, there's no reason to stretch this out anymore. Alright, here we go. One hit takes a big chunk out. Grenade takes about a quarter of his health out. So another grenade kills it.
I'm gonna eat the this thing. Napkins may or may not be involved. You just disobeyed a direct order from your president, Torg. You're dead. I am so scared. I know you can't tell because of the tone of my voice, but that was sarcastic. Anyway, come on back whenever, Vault Hunter.
So the fact that it was a giant turkey kind of changes the outcome of him wanting to eat it. Like, I thought he was gonna eat some kind of gross, like, skag-like creature, but I guess since I've eaten turkey before, it doesn't seem that odd. Right, and just continue shooting all of these. Is this where we're going? I guess this is where we're going. Take the plunge, it says. Feel like there should be something more here, like a zombie character or something. Either that or this was some part of some kind of free DLC that they threw out very late, just as, here you go, here's some more Borderlands 2 content. I don't know, maybe the first couple of years of playing Borderlands 2 right as it came out were full of a lot of content that would keep you playing, that even as long as Borderlands 2 has been out, which is like 4 or 6 years, I'm not sure actually, there's still a decent amount. Wow, it just came out of the floor. It's a decent amount of push by Gearbox to have you come back and play some more. They still give out these keys, the golden keys. Okay, let's turn this in.
Today, I am thankful for big-ass monsters and the mercenaries who explode them. It almost brings a tear to your eye, but you hold back because you don't want to look like a wuss, but that's okay, because real badasses cry too.
And we get a face. Want to hear another story as an optional mission?
My grandma's a pretty big fan of yours. Could you go say hi to her?
Okay. Let's listen to Grandma's story.
Oh man, it's the Vault Hunter! You are awesome! Didn't you fight Terramorphous? I fought a big creature like that once. He was a big whale squid with 100 tentacles. You ever thought anything with tentacles? Oh, of course you have. Terramorphous had tentacles. How silly of me. Now, where was I?
I am so sorry.
All right, the whale creature. His name was Blowhole the Apocalypse. I called him the Apocalypse for short.
So we
And
just
he
have to
attacked
listen
my
to this
hometown
whole
of
thing.
Tsunami's Edge when I was but a little girl. You ever been to Tsunami's Edge? Great town, nice beaches, great food, and the cost of living is just so low.
I wonder if I could just walk
Even
away
being a
from
single
this.
grandmother and working part-time in a skag meat processing factory, I was still able to provide for little Mr. Torg. We may not have been able to afford the finer things in life, like food, but we got by. After all, Mr. Torg and I didn't have anything but one another after that horrible gas leak blew up the iridium mine, killing my son and his lovely wife. From that day onward, my little Mr. Torg vowed to conquer explosions themselves in an effort to avenge his fallen parents, and... Ah, man, I've forgotten what I was talking about. Where was... Oh, right, the blowhole!
So,
the
I
apocalypse.
don't think
So
I'm gonna
anyway, I
make it to
was
level
wrestling blowholes
43.
around, and I have my bicep curled around his blueberry throat. Blueberry? Sorry, I meant to say blubbery. I've got blueberries on the brain, I guess. I grow them in
I
my
guess that
backyard.
means
Mr.
we're
Torg helped me plant them.
probably gonna just have 10 extra golden keys.
I love you, Grandma.
Anyway, I have my bicep around his blubbery throat, and Mr. Torg starts crying because he really likes whale squids, and he doesn't want to see me hurt one.
They are the princes of the ocean.
So the problem here is I want to finish this
So I let the whale
and
go after
see
giving it a punch in the
if
eyeballs
there's
to feel
anything
that
else
and it
by
swam away
fast
into the
traveling.
ocean. And then
It
I
feels
had
like
Mr. Torg
there were
drive
some
me to the ice cream
challenges
parlor. He got me
that I couldn't have possibly done.
I'm extremely partial to the way the marshmallows.
Maybe there's 2 DLCs. And this was just a small DLC.
I bet it's pistachio. Oh, that reminds me! You'll never guess who I saw today. Pistachio the Amazing! He's a magician who studied under Crazy Earl, so he's got that weird mustache, you know, but I saw him make a rack hive disappear. A whole rack hive! I said to Mr. Torque, Mr. Torque, wasn't that amazing? And he said, yes, it was, Grandma. Didn't you say that, High Five? You remember saying that?
I remember, Grandma.
And we stood in line afterward and got
This
his
is going
autograph,
forever.
and I had it somewhere around here, but it's probably in the attic. I really ought to go up there and clean it out one of these days. I have so many little keepsakes up there. You're paying attention, right? Say, what's my favorite flavor of ice cream?
Pistachio.
Oh, that's your favorite flavor of ice cream.
I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm sorry. They don't remember your favorite flavor of ice cream.
She said there was a bunch of things in the attic.
I'm finished telling stories. I'm sorry I wasted your time.
Bull. That's some bull.
I have a thing. My grandma's a pretty big fan of yours. Could you go say hi?
Do we have any other quests, though? Like, let's just move that as an ignored. Because I don't feel like there's a reason to do that. Like, she said there was some stuff in the attic. I bet this opens up. Like, it feels like this might open up. But I would much prefer to look around and see if I can see if there's any other DLC. We've got this new head, which these heads that unlock don't mean anything. I have to unlock it actually. Let's see, we go ahead and mark all of these guns as sellable at this point. Just mark off all of this stuff so we can get rid of it. Alright, so now what's the new head? The Foul Feast. Well, at least that's different. That is something different. Alright, over here.
Let's just get this out of the way.
Sell all
Yes,
that.
most of my merchandise was playable.
Let's come over here. And let's just see if there's another piece of DLC. Marcus's Mercenary Shop. It seems like this is new. Interesting. Okay. So I guess we could come back here and off screen, since it's been an hour, I will do this quest and we'll see what this is all about. Here. We'll listen to the story again and then turn it in. The good news is this DLC is level 35, so we will get more of a challenge. But when we get to the next bit of DLC, I was very confused there. Let's see. Wow, I'm surprised. Like, I'm surprised I got 2 challenges done. Shield, recharge, delay, or maximum health. Let's get that maximum health up if we can. And that. Like, because there was this whole Campaign of Carnage quest here. Apparently we can buy Torg items. But yeah. I think though Campaign of Carnage is what we just started, and that will be that. All the other challenges, there's quite a few still that would need to be done if I was trying to get all of them, which frankly would be insane and impossible. But yeah, it seems weird. It seems weird that there'd be a Thanksgiving and a Halloween DLC. That might explain why they're both really short if they were both combined in the same DLC though. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box.